Hi, this is Mike Smith, and I'm going to show you how to use the software program Click into English. We're going to have a look at who it's for and what does it do. Okay. Now on your computer you will have these three icons that you can use to start the program. As you can see, it's at the levels of intermediate, upper intermediate, and also advanced. Today we're going to have a look at upper intermediate, and the other two levels work very similarly. So we started by clicking here. Now it asks you to type your name in, and the reason for that is that there is a scoring system in this software, and whenever you log in it will try and remember who you are and what your previous scores are, so that while you're studying for a long period of time you can see how you're improving. However, this only works if the software has been installed on the network correctly, and this is often not the case. There are a couple of things that don't work properly when the networking installation is not correct. So anyway, you type your name in and confirm it, and the program starts. Upper intermediate. On the left hand side here are some categories that you can choose, and each of these categories practice a different kind of writing. For example, family facts practices a report, writing a report, and you go through all these exercises here, and at the end you actually write a report. The next category practices what's called a persuasive text, where you're trying to convince someone of your opinion. And at the end you write or read a persuasive text. The next category is a discussion. The next category is a narrative, and so on. So let's have a look at an example of one of these. Let's have a look at the first one, a report. We recommend that you start at the top and work your way down through the exercises. At the beginning is an example, a model text of a report. So you can read this, and you can also listen. Click here.
Many people think of the family as a married couple with children. In fact, several different family types are legal and accepted in Australia.
Okay, so this is an example of a report, and the sentences in blue here show some of the structure of a report. For example, this first sentence. This first sentence is a topic sentence. It's at the beginning of a paragraph, usually. This is a linking phrase, because of. And then it asks you to look for other examples of linking phrases in this text. So this starts to show you how a report is structured. When you're finished reading and listening, you click on Next here. Okay, next they tell you about the grammar and the structure of reports, text structure and grammar. And also you can click on a reading text to see the sample report, and this report is about Australian families, so you click here to read the text, and you can read that. If you have a printer, you can also print this out. When you're finished reading, you click Next. And now we're practicing vocabulary. So what happens here is that there's a missing word, and you drag the word from here up to there. Joan and her husband Paul had been having marriage problems for a long time. Finally they decided to get extended family, generations, blended family, de facto, divorce, single parent. So the correct answer here is divorce. Yay! Okay, and so you do the same with these other words, drag them up into the correct area. When you're finished, you can ask the program to mark you. Now, because I haven't done all of these, it will generate an error message. You've missed some answers, do you want to go back and do them? In this case I don't, so I click no, and it will tell me which answers I got right. 1 right, 5 missed. If I want to see the answers I can do that as well, like that. Okay, then click next to go to the next exercise. So now we're practicing sequencing in a report. Here's a report about marriage in Australia. The sentences are out of order. Listen to the report and type a letter after each number to put the sentences in the right order. So what they mean here are the sentences, and at the bottom are spaces for you to type the letters so that you can put the sentences in the correct order. So you listen.
Over the last 30 years, marriage has changed considerably in Australia. One significant...
As you can see, the first sentence is this one, D. So D is the example. Now we're listening for the second one.
difference is that many people live together before they get married. In fact, over 50% of people now live in de facto relations.
Okay, and the next one was B. So you type B in there. Correct. Okay, so you go on like that, and you can listen as many times as you like. When you're ready, you can ask for your work to be marked, and you can read the text. But let's now click on to next. Do you want to go to the next exercise? You will lose your work in this exercise. Yep, that's fine. So now we're practicing linking words. So as you can see, we're going through more and more exercises, and eventually we'll get to the end. Let me show you. If we go back to the menu, see, the first thing we did was we looked at an example report, looked at structure and grammar, then vocabulary and sequencing, and so on. Right at the very end we get to write a report. There, and we can go straight there if we like. Okay. So, we've had a quick look at the program Click into English. This is the upprint version, and we looked at the categories here, different types of text to practice, and you just start at the top and work your way down. So Click into English is to practice for academic English and for exam preparation, and it allows you to practice your reading, your listening and your writing, as well as grammar and vocabulary. Okay, thanks very much.